Ladies and gentlemen, Dead Men's Gold is just around the corner. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I'm going to be doing a live stream a couple of hours after the event starts. So make sure you subscribe for that. Going for all 75 stars. I can't wait. But then I see the team. And it couldn't be a worse team for me if I tried. So it's kind of taking a bit of the buzz off of it. But we'll still go through it. Still looking forward to see what the new content is. So this really irritated me. I thought, what better way to do it than to do a little bit of gameplay on my level 50, untouched, he's had no extra training, Gamero, if that's how you pronounce his name. I have his legendary weapon, which is a very nice weapon, does a lot of damage, plus it's got, it cools down 2 of his core abilities, so obviously the recharge time is a little bit less. So we'll go over them abilities now, and then we're going to take him into mission 28, and just absolutely hopefully wreck face. So he's got this ability here, unleashes a swift and furious storm of steel on a nearby enemies, strikes all enemies for 175% damage. So if there's obviously an enemy either side of you or 2 enemies stacked in front of you, you hit both of them, so it is a nice ability. This one here strikes for 125% damage and slows enemies' attack speed by 35% for 10 ticks. So this again is awesome, slows them down, stops them from getting in as many attacks because Gamero's weapon speed isn't the best. So if you can slow him down a little bit and just give him an opportunity to get a few more attacks in rather than them constantly pounding you, it does make a huge bit of difference. You've got this nice little ability here as well. So strikes all enemies, inflicting 200% bleed damage over 4 ticks. So basically you're doing 200% of your base attack over 4 ticks as bleed damage. So even if they're having their go or you're switching between your go, dodging, whatever you're doing, they're taking roughly 50% bleed damage per tick, equating to obviously your 200% bleed damage. This one here, each wound sustained fuels unrelenting fury. So these are his 2 passives. He's got this ability and another one. Each 10% health increase loss increases attack by 7%, maximum 5 applications. So when you're down to 50% health or below, your attack has increased by 35%. So he just hits a hell of a lot harder, which is obviously nice when he's at low health. And this one here, Reaper's Call narrowly avoids Fate's deadly gasp for moments longer. Cannot fall unconscious for 6 ticks. Also increased attack by 50% for this duration. So whatever would have been the final blow on you, you basically are left with 1 HP, but you will not die for another 6 ticks. So even if you're getting hit between them 6 ticks, you still won't die. It's a brilliant mechanic for just powering through, especially if you've only got 1 enemy left to go. The damage output's there and you can just stay alive for that little bit longer. So combined with this and your Fury, your other passive ability, when you're basically at this point where you've got no health, you're on your last legs, your attack is increased by 85%. So it's a huge damage buff to him. So we're now going to take him into mission 28 and hopefully wreck a little bit of face. Right, everyone's looking fit and healthy. Obviously taking in Yusuf and then obviously Gasper for the healing and obviously Gamero for some of the other enemies and the final room. So let's see if Yusuf can make this jump, because it would be spectacular if he could, just to keep him that little bit healthier. Can he do it? And I've turned the speed right down then. Right, well, he made it over. Maybe slowing it down made him feel like he could just take his time and concentrate jumping over that. All right, this is going quite nice. He's missed a couple of attacks. Throwing knife into him. He's down. He's dusted. And I'm thinning the herd at the same time. Right, so here we go. Gamero coming down here. Boom, look at that. 17k, well, just shy of 18k crit. So when he hits goddamn hard. Right, so we're going to go into here. I'm going to... do I just try... I'm going to slow him down. That does a nice little bit of damage, and then that will kill him, because I don't think that top one will kill him outright. See, this is what I mean. This bloke only got 1 attack off that time rather than the 2, because I slowed him down. And that's sometimes the big difference between getting a little bit of, you know, extra damage in and not taking the hits that you would normally take. So it is a nice little ability. It would have been nice if they slowed it by 50% rather than just 35, but it's still not a bad ability. It obviously helps you out. Right, let's see if he can jump over here. Yeah, well done, Yusuf. Because we need you to get us to the main event. Right, jump down here. That's all we need Yusuf for. So right, so we're going to take Girolamo in again. I really hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but anybody who's been subscribed to the channel for a length of time knows that I'm absolutely disgusting when it comes to Assassin's Creed names. So right, let's go and do this little attack here. Sometimes I've had these crit for so much, but that did a nice bit of damage. He's down, he's dusted. Right, increase his health. Heal him up. This is now the moment of truth. Got to go into this room and absolutely wreck face. So let's get in here. Obviously, this is Lagsville, Tennessee. Just going to see loads of numbers popping up and probably very little movement. So let's get in here. Right, I will apply the bleed on this because the bleed just does so much damage. And when I get this off, like, you just watch their health drop. Look at their health. I'm not even hitting them. I can't believe it doesn't kill the fella at the back. It only kills him at front. But then the bleed damage takes him out anyway. So we've still got a very healthy hero with a lot of... Oh, look at that. He's dodged. This is looking like a good run. He's absolutely knocking these. So I always slow these enemies down. Because... Oh, could have... Right, that's all right. Boom. Right. So we're going to slow Tornado down. We're going to then apply the bleed. Do his little other spinny thing at the top, and then hopefully just wreck face. If we could just have a nice little dodge here, that would be great. So that doesn't do much, but look at that critical bleed. So now we're going to just hopefully swipe in now. Right, I'm on Reaper's call now, so I've got 6 ticks to get him down before I die. So he kind of reflected that. Cheated death. Please don't hit me. I just need this. There you go. He's down. Done and dusted. Get in the bin, Tornado. You got absolutely wrecked. All right, let's skip this. Right, for some reason, this... I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why with Gamilo this does this, but... Just look forward to looking to some rock. There you go. It's gone even further down now. I do not know what's going on here. I think this has been since the update. So, yeah. But... yeah, so Girolamo, as you can see, absolute powerhouse. Unfortunately, I don't say unfortunately, he's a very, very better version of Alvaro. But I like Alvaro's ability where obviously you give yourself initiative and increased attack for 15 ticks, I think it is, or 25 ticks. Because it just makes you take less damage. Gamalo's very good, but he does take a bit of a beating. Very good damage output, very good bleed. I mean, you see how much that bleed ticked for. Absolute monumental amount of damage. So very, very good at that. And especially when it crits, it just does ridiculous amounts of damage. So he's a very, very good area of effect hero. But again, even though Gene doesn't fall in that class, Gene obviously still outclasses him because not only can he do the damage, but he can heal himself and just stay in combat so much longer. But if you do get him to a decent rank, I do suggest you, if you get him to 5-star, I do suggest you max him out and you get his legendary weapon because he's an absolute beast. So I hope you enjoyed today's gameplay. As I said, don't forget the live stream this Wednesday. Make sure you're there. Can't wait for the new content. Let's go through it together as a nice little community. Have a good old laugh and celebrate that Edward Kenway, not Kennedy, is coming into the game. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Take care.